Hello, this is a remake of Chinese from Timesplitters Future Perfect. Timesplitters Future Perfect is my favorite game. I'll just say it. My favorite game. I love that franchise. I played so much Timesplitters 3. So, I had to make a map from that game. So I chose Chinese. I thought it was a pretty good map overall. Has good flow to it. Fast paced, quick and easy. And I've always enjoyed the vibes of this map, and it's been in all three of the Timesplitters games. So it's stood the test of time, that's for sure. But yeah, let's just get through this place here, the old Chinese restaurant we have here. Go into the little atrium here, we got the opening area. For the most part, this map is pretty one-to-one. There are some sections of the map that have some pretty drastic changes, we'll get to that in a bit. But yeah, I've always liked this opening section here to the restaurant. Very welcoming, big glass window displaying the sign there. Pretty much the same, a few changes. I got the trim there, some added little signs there, set pieces, and then we'll go straight into the main hall here, the iconic gong. I even got the gong making some noise here. Sounds like you just won the jackpot. Yeah, I got the main hall here. It's looking really nice. Pretty much the same as Timesplitters. Goes up to the second floor here. Second floor is not really spacious. There's not a whole lot to the second floor of this building. It's honestly a weird layout. It just goes up to the staircase and then kind of leads to these two lounges here, which I guess we'll go into the green lounge next. So this goes up here, and then you walk down the staircase, and you have this like really weird opening area with the scorpion that actually runs laps in the Future Perfect version of this. If only I could script that little guy to do his little laps there, that'd be great. You got some grenades in here. I thought that'd be a good spot for them. You got the tables, little plates and noodles and sake bottles and whatever. We serve milk here, alright? That's not sake. I don't want to get the map taken down. This isn't alcohol. We got milk. You want milk? You come to this restaurant. Anyways. Now, one of the biggest changes from this version of the map to the original is that you can actually jump in Halo, if you didn't know that. Couldn't do that in Timesplitters in any of the games, but yeah, you can actually go through the windows in this version. I thought that'd be a fun change. Opens up new routes. Traverse through that fairly easily. You go down into the little junction here, this little hallway. There's not really a whole lot in the original version of this, so I kept it pretty simplistic for the most part. Leads to the bathroom. Bathrooms are more or less the same, no big changes here. This is basically a spawn room. It has some power-ups in it. If you go down here, this leads to the kitchen. Everyone knows the kitchen. Pretty dark and dank kitchen for the most part. Got some shelves. You got your sink here, same layout. Plates. I even got the plates in the exact same position, if you can believe that. Got the stove. Then the exit here. Now, one of the biggest changes to this version of the map, I thought it'd be a good change because it felt a little unnecessary in the original version, kind of mess with the flow of the map. But as you'll see here, there's actually one of the doors missing. This door right here would lead to like a set of tunnels. I'll try to get that on screen for you. And those tunnels just kind of led nowhere, I guess. It kind of wrapped back in on itself to this kitchen and led to a dead end for the most part. My guess is that it was designed for other modes like flame tag or solo bag or something like that, but there's power-ups in there, so I can see why they would have that route. But for this version, I decided just to take it out. It didn't really seem necessary. This is where the other entrance would be. So this entrance would take you down into a set of tunnels and just lead right back here into the kitchen. So I just took that out completely and instead just made this like a little, I don't know, parking lot. So I guess this is where the cooks would take all the trash out. It makes a little bit more sense than some random tunnel leading underground. And that kind of leads me to the background. One of the bigger changes to the map here is the surroundings. Now, the original version of the map is just, it feels like a prison, right? Just this big gray brick wall. You can't see anything, very simple background. So I decided to give it a little bit more breathing room. But for the most part, it's just this kind of urban setting with some greenery here and there. You got your little pond here, you got some, I don't know, looks like some apartments over there. Pretty simple for the most part. Opens up. And then this leads to the other lounge area, the red lounge as I call it. And just like the other one, you can jump through the window. Same deal, you know, this is where you would hang out, socialize, eat some noodles, whatever. Exact same layout as the other one, pretty symmetrical. Leads to the bathroom. And then this is going to lead straight up back to the hallway up here. Leads into the main hall. Now this window right here is very interesting because in the Future Perfect version of the map, it's actually, this window is closed. And there is a window here, you can see it on both sides, but the curtains are actually obscuring your view here, so I decided to open this up, and you're getting a little preview of the next area we'll go through there. I'll go ahead and jump back out. Always like jumping on the tables, makes it a little bit easier. So this is a pretty different room, I'd say. In the original version, I'll throw it up on screen here, it's just this very empty, gray, I don't really know what this room was supposed to be in the original version. I know there's like a Buddha statue or something, but that's about it. It has one pillar. That's really all. It's just a very dark, empty room, so I decided to liven it up just a little bit. So this is the storage shed. I thought that'd be appropriate. This is where they keep all their extended supply. You have your shelves here. You know, maybe the cooks come in and out, bring plates, whatever, carted out. So I decided to make this a little storage shed. It's a little bit more visually appealing and kind of stands out in the map, kind of lets you know where you are. And then that's going to lead to the garden area, the iconic garden of the Chinese map. Now this is probably the most altered area of the map. Aside from just me straight out taking the tunnels, this is the most different part, I'd say. It's much more breathable, the bridge is way bigger. And you can go under it, of course. Use this as like cover, you know. Same with the other entrance, you can kind of like peek to the side, left and right. You can go in the water here. The boundary's going to stop you with these like little ropes here. But I really like this change. I thought this was an appropriate change. Again, I wanted to take all the walls down from the original map and just give it a little bit more life. A little bit more flavor in the pot. Another big change here is that this route is not in the original version at all. So I decided to loop this back in, so we have like this little exit door here. I don't know, I think this is a good change. I think it helps with the flow of the map pretty well. Because in the original map, you would commit to this route all the way until the kitchen. So it was one long linear pathway, but I think this adds a little bit more flow to the map. You have a bit more options in repositioning. I haven't play tested a whole bunch on this map with people, but and what little I have done, it seems to be a nice addition. This pathway here is completely removed. There's, I guess, another storage room, just an empty room, nothing there. So, a surprising amount of dead ends in the Timesplitters maps. But as I mentioned before, I think a lot of that is just due to other game mode types. Like, I was about to say Infection Flame Tag, and like Grab the Bag and stuff like that. You may have noticed also it's raining. I thought that'd be a nice addition to the map. Trees are in the exact same spot in the garden. Got the little Torii gate here. Yeah, I really like the garden. I think this was a nice change. And then this pathway is going to lead straight back to the front gate here, and you're back at the front entrance. Goes past the green lounge area, and then this entrance will lead you back into the kitchen. Yeah, so that's my remake of Chinese. I really had a lot of fun working on this. I love Timesplitters, I love Halo, so I thought this would translate pretty well to Halo Infinite. Took me about 2.5 weeks to make this. Wasn't too bad. Obviously, I had the game to run around on, the original map, and reference everything. So, yeah, thanks for checking this out, and yeah, I had a lot of fun working on this.